Good evening, YouTube family. We're back today, and we just want to thank you all once again for tuning in with us. And first of all, I want to tell everyone to please read our medical disclaimer, which is on your right hand side, the little down arrow. Hit that button, and you can read the medical disclaimer because we want you all to uh, understand that this is coming from our perspective and from our experience. So I just want to start off by just talking about what caused my kidney failure, because I got asked that question. What happened, and so just want to talk just a little bit about what happened in my case. It was with I had hypertension, so I had high blood pressure. And so that's what caused my kidney failure. One of the things, as men, we don't like to go to the doctor. And that's something earlier on in life that I didn't do as much as I should have. And so, like my wife stated in the last video, it took an injury at work for me to go to find out exactly that my kidneys were rejecting my body. So through that injury, I also found out that I had hypertension, and that was the main cause of that's what was causing my kidneys to start to fail my body. So today I just want to talk about what we need to do and what you need to do if you're having these issues. Please go and go to the hospital, get your physical, get your blood work, because that's crucial and that's key. And your blood work can tell you everything about what's going on in your body. So that's what you need to do. And to also eat right, because that's a big part of it. Eating, watching your salt intake, what you drink, what you eat. You are what you eat. So that is so true. That's a saying, and that is so true. You are what you eat. So that was some of the biggest things that I had to change up was my diet. I also had to change up some of the things that I was doing as far as exercise. I had to start exercising a lot more. I just had to do a lot of things to help my hypertension. Also, I had to take medication early on. That was one of the first things that I had to do because that's how bad my hypertension was. My blood pressure was really high, and so I had to I know a lot of people don't like taking the medication, and I don't. I didn't because I'm off my meds as of today. But in the beginning, that's something that I had to do, and I could not stand it. So that's one of the things that my wife really helped me out with, as far as she just prepared my meals differently with different seasonings and stuff of that nature. Also, I had to go and exercise a lot more, so that's something that I really got into. It started off as something that I needed to do for my health, but then I just started to enjoy it, and I just really that's just something that I always wanted to do. After that, that's something I fell in love with. It became a hobby for me, but so that was it. That's what caused my rejection of my kidneys is the hypertension that I dealt with. And so that is very serious. So anybody that is dealing with that, please go and get that taken care of immediately, because it can cause so many different other issues as well. It can hurt your heart. It could just attack all your organs in your body. So please go and get your hypertension taken care of if that's something that you're dealing with. And also, we got another question from someone that wanted to know about how healthy you have to be in order to be a donor. Do you need to be in tip-top health, condition, and shape? So my wife can answer that because she had to go through so many different tests in order to become my donor, but she can kind of
I
answer
mean, you
that.
do have to be in great health. You do. They don't want to jeopardize you. That's the reason why. And it makes perfect sense. I actually was denied. I was given yes. Well, they told me yes. And then I was denied because during that time I had so much stress in my life. In our life, we were closing on a home. I was working full time and I was a full time student in school. And when I went back to have an assessment in Ann Arbor, my answer was no. They sent me a letter and they denied me and they said, I'm sorry, we can't move forward with the transplant because we cannot jeopardize you because your blood pressure is so high. And the reason why my blood pressure is high because I know my body, because I carry a lot of stress sometimes. That was a difficult time because my husband wasn't feeling well. School full time, a mother of a young baby, and we were closing on a home, and I still had to work. Through it all, I still had to work because we had to take care of bills. Even through his illness and things like that, things still had to be taken care of. So they denied me. I received a letter from Ann Arbor saying that they could no longer go through with the transplant surgery. So once again, I consult my maker. I end up praying about it, and I told my husband, I was like, nah. I said, I can't accept that. I said, because God already told me that it was okay. Everything was all right. All things are well. It's a fixed fight. And so I took it upon myself without even telling him. I didn't tell him. I made a phone call to Ann Arbor, and I said, I need to speak to the doctors because we both had our own team that was assigned to us during this time. He had his own social worker. I had my social worker. And I had my own team. You have your donor side and the recipient side. And I beg and plead with that nurse. I said, listen, I do not have hypertension. And she said, well, pretty much listen. Your results show differently. And my blood pressure was severely high to the point they wanted me to see my family physician and start meds. And I was like, not going to do it. I said, I'm almost finished with this semester of my classes. We're about to close on our home. And if you just give me another chance, give me time to take care of some things and let some things go so I can just concentrate on getting these tests done and then getting myself together. If you just give me another chance, I promise you that it will read differently. So guess what? They did. I didn't think it would work, but they did. So I had a lot of things that I had to do to prepare myself, to get myself relaxed and concentrate and focus. But I still was in school. So I had to wear a 24-hour blood pressure monitor that went across my chest while I was in class. It would go off. I had to let my teachers know, my professors know that it wasn't a bomb. I had wires going across my neck, and I had to wear this thing for several days for 24 hours so that it could read my blood pressure. I also had to go through numerous things like getting straight cath so many days out of the week to make sure that I had a clean urinalysis. And I did this for a week, and the results came out perfectly fine. So we were back to the starting point, weren't we, honey? Yeah. So they gave me another chance, and after we did well, I did well and passed the second time with flying colors. That's when we received our actual date for surgery.
And
what?
But you know, and that goes to show you, yes, you do. You need to have good health.
Yes,
they are really strict on that.
As they should be.
Yes, they
because
are really
it's a serious surgery.
Yeah, and so I hope that answers that person's question. But yes, you need to have good health, and she listened to the Lord, which I am so thankful for, because listening to myself, I didn't want her to do it.
You didn't.
But she told me that there's something that she had to do. She had already made a decision. She talked to the Lord about it. And thank God she did, because like I said, I had 7 great years with her kidney in my body, and it was awesome. So that's something we'll talk about a little bit later as well. But today we just wanted to focus on the hypertension, part. That's what caused my rejection for
Mm-hmm.
my kidneys. And then also we wanted to talk about and cover a little bit about her being a healthy donor. So we just hope that helped the few questions that we got last week, and we're hoping for many, many more. So please, if you have any questions, please comment down below, and just let us know what you guys want to know, because we're going to try to come on every week and talk about different issues and try to answer you guys' questions. So we just thank God for this channel. We thank God for you all. And we just hope that you all have a blessed night. Thank you.